person, Dr. Banajit, Changkakoti, faculty members, and my dear students. On behalf of the college, I welcome Dr. Banajit Changkakoti to the college on this occasion, which is a very important one, as we understand that we have been organizing many programs under IIC as per the mandate of Institution Innovation Council, which we started about 2 years back, as directed by the Ministry of Education and as per the guidelines issued by the AICTE. And in recent times, we have organized many workshops, many impact lectures under IIC, Institution Innovation Council. The main focus of which is to motivate the students not to look for jobs, but to create jobs, to innovate, to do startup, and how they can do all these. What are the possibilities? We have organized many workshops, many motivational programs, many lectures. In recent times, a few days back, we organized an impact lecture, 2 impact lectures in fact, on the same day, delivered by 2 eminent persons. One was from the business field, another was IPR, recent and another is an expert on IPR from Aztec. So the main motive of all these programs is to motivate the students to do something of their own, so that they can become self-sufficient, self-reliant, without looking for any government jobs or other private jobs. But they should be creator of jobs. And today's event is a very special one. I also don't have much idea about what is business model canvas. I'm looking forward to learn something about it. And I hope that this program will also be an enlightening one for the students as well as other participants. And I hope this program will encourage our students to do something new and to contribute something new to the society. I once again welcome Dr. Changkakoti to this program, and I hope this deliberation will be a success. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And over to Ulubari.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to request Dr. Guwahati, convener, IIC, S.B.Deorah College, to give a brief talk on Institutions Innovation Council, S.B.Deorah College.
Respected Chairperson, President of IIC, Principal of our college, Dr. Banajit, Resource Person, Assistant Professor of the Department of Business Administration, Guwahati University, Dr. Banajit Changkakoti, my esteemed faculty members, and dear students. Already, Principal Sir, in his welcome address, has beautifully explained about the objectives and purpose of constituting Institutions Innovation Council in our college. So the Institution Innovation Council of our college has been organizing a series of programs throughout the year. By following the program guidelines of the AICTE, the purpose of organizing these programs in our college is to aware the students community about the different prospects of entrepreneurship as well as startups, so that after the completion of graduation, they can think of doing something by their own. They become self-reliant. So with that objective, we are organizing this type of programs. In the coming days, we will be organizing more such type of programs in our college. We expect cooperation from the students. You see, the dimension of education has been changing gradually, day by day. The teaching and learning is no longer confined within the four walls of a classroom. The practical oriented, then problem solving, then generating education is a need of the hour. Keeping in mind all these factors, the government of India had initiated a project in the year 2018 to create innovation council in the higher educational institutions. They have started that project initially in the technical institutions like IITs and IITs, but gradually they have extended that program to the general educational institutions like colleges and universities. So with that aim, that because of that initiative that government of India had undertaken, that we have seen in the recent years, many new startups have been emerged in the country, which we never saw before. So actually, we become a part of this initiative to make our college at least to extend some sorts of that type of innovative ecosystem, to develop such type of innovative ecosystem in our college. And with that aim, we are organizing this type of programs. And we hope that the teachers and students will cooperate in this venture. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Banajit Changkakoti from the Department of Business Administration, Guwahati University. Completed his PhD from Guwahati University and holds an engineering degree in mechanical engineering from CFA ICFI.
From Assam Engineering.
Sorry, sir. From Assam Engineering College. He is a gold medalist in Master of Business Administration and has an industry experience of 8 years, mostly in banks and financial institutions, before joining Guwahati University in 2011. But an interesting thing to note is that Dr. Changkakoti joined the IT sector in 2001 and as a software developer in Bangalore. That was the time when the dot-com bubble bursted, and due to the slump created in the IT sector, he left the job and came back to his hometown Guwahati. For a moment, he felt that his future might not turn out the way he envisioned or expected it to be. But since IT has a cycle of ups and downs, he thought of waiting through the period and through this slump period. And while waiting, he thought of completing his MBA, and that turned out to be the turning point in his life. MBA changed his perspective from IT sector to finance, and his interest and love in finance grew, which altered his entire career path. So this is how a slump in the IT sector and a waiting period in his life changed his life map for the better. Now we have before us a man happily living in his hometown with a very satisfying and respectable job, and yes, earning for his own country. So now I'd like to request Dr. Banajit Changkakoti to deliver his lecture. So.
A very good morning. Am I audible? Yes. Very good morning to everybody present over here. Respected Principal of S.B.Deorah College, Shri Dharmendranath sir. Our convener for IIC, Dr. Das. Esteemed faculty members of this college and dear students. So, first of all, I would like to offer my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Dharmendranath sir for giving me this opportunity to come and interact with all of you today on a very vital topic that is related to something which is related to a life-changing kind of decision that we sometimes take very late in our lives, but that should be taken very early in our life. And as Dr. S.B.Deorah has requested me to give something about myself last night, that something that changed my career path, and it was narrated today. So I had a keen interest for IT sector to become a software developer, because that was the in thing at that time when we were doing engineering. But we realized, or maybe I realized, that at that point of time when I was very young, that this has a cycle. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down. So I thought of changing my career, and I went into MBA. I did my MBA from Guwahati University. Then I developed a liking for finance, and I shifted into a career totally into finance. So I was in banks. I was with HDFC Bank. I was with IDBI Bank. Then I worked for Netfee. Netfee, I used to look after loan proposals over 1 crore, and there I saw how entrepreneurship can change a person's life. I have seen many good entrepreneurs who have had the zeal to work for themselves, develop something, and also, contribute in the employment of the country. So after that, although I didn't have the courage to go into entrepreneurship at that point of time, but I shifted into teaching. But ever since I have been teaching in Guwahati University, each batch of students, I always tell that it is always better to be master of your own work rather than be serving somewhere else. Because I have seen that many often, late in our careers, we feel that, maybe we should have done something for ourselves. But by that time, it is very late, because we have children, we have family, we have liabilities, we have taken a lot of loan, we need a steady source of income. So then it becomes very difficult to change to entrepreneurship. So once you are young, you have just graduated, then you have a lot of opportunities, to try do something for yourself, and you can take risk at that point of time. So with that background, I would like to start today's topic, which is a very innovative topic that was